Hey everyone, Bam here. Today I will explain how to make currency with essences. So this is a super straightforward strategy. It works every league and you can make decent currency with it. And on the next video you will see how you can get even more currency than just farming the essences and selling them back. But essence farming can be done on tier 1 to tier 16. It doesn't matter as the essences themselves do not scale with the tier of the map. So you will get the same essences if you do it on a tier 1 that you would on a tier 16. With that being said, this is the Atlas points I would use. It's pretty beginner friendly. You can actually do this Atlas strategy using only 52 points. So like completing all the white maps and then some yellow maps, you will be able to obtain 52 points. And this is different this league because we do not have the essence craft on the map device. So we have to take the 7th gate to be able to have the essence craft from the map device, but normally most of the time it's available through the league. So if you're seeing this in another league than 323, maybe it's available on the correct craft, and you can actually remove all those points that gets you the Eldritch Gateway. So yeah, if you want to do this league, you make sure you take all 6 gateways. And then this point, the 7th gate. But as I said, if it already is on the map device, you can already craft it. You do not need to put those points in. For a league where the essence is available on the map device, this is the atlas you can go for. It only uses 37 points instead. So as I said, you do not have to get any of the gateways. Don't have to get this 7th gate either. So yeah, this is the one. I will link both of them into the description. There's also another thing you can do instead of using the atlas, so that way you don't have to change the atlas into something different and just farm the essences while doing it, is using Einhar Memory of Crystal Prison. So the way you go about it is you try to buy one on the trade website, or you could find it yourself and then you right click it, press G to get access to your atlas, and then you want to place it wherever you want to go. This league I really like using it on Glacier. And then yeah, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps worth of essence. And in those maps, I'll show you. There's 2 ways you can go about it. You can use it on high tier maps if you want, but it's not necessary. Or you could just remove your void stones and then use it on tier 1, then 2, then 3, and 4, then 5 maps. I'll show you. The way you go about it is you just talk to Einhar, and then you click on this, and then you can quality it or whatever, but it doesn't really matter as it doesn't change anything about it. So as I said previously, all the essences will still be the same. But yeah, you can, if you want, you can quality it. Just make sure that it doesn't have like any reflect mod or something you cannot run, and then open it. It's pretty much the same. So the only thing you need aside of either the memory or the atlas passive is having some remnant of corruption, and with time you will know exactly when to use it and when not to. But on average I would say whenever you see a purple essence, always use a remnant of corruption, and whenever you see shrieking, one shrieking and one screaming at least, you want to use a remnant of corruption too. But as you do it more and more, you will have more experience and then know when to use them. Personally, at this point of the league, I use it on every single essence. So using a remnant of corruption on essence monolith has a similar effect to using a valorb on an item. It will corrupt the essences, and there's 4 different odds possible. First, all the monsters will be released from the essence, but since we are spec into the atlas, it will no longer happen. But what will happen is instead nothing will happen to your essence. All tier of the essences will be upgraded by 1, meaning all the wailing will be turned into screaming, all the screaming to shrieking, and the shrieking to deafening. and it can add another essence to it, or it could transform an essence to something different. And the reason why I said to target the purple ones is that the purple ones can actually be, whenever they get transformed, they can transform into corrupted essences, and the corrupted essences are essence of hysteria, essence of insanity, essence of horror, and essence of delirium. And those essences always go for way more than the others. Alright, now what should you do once you have accumulated your essences? You could sell them, but in the upcoming video you will see you can make way more currency by using them on items, but I'll just show you how you can actually sell them if you want to. So the first thing, you want to price check them. So if you're not using PoE a weekend trade, I would highly suggest getting it. And then you can use Control D. By default, the hotkey is Control D, and then check the price of it. You can check them by chaos or divines, either way. Like here, for example, it's all one divine for 4 of those. If we were to check some others, let's say those, so 15 chaos per, or like 6. Okay, so and the way you list them is you, first off, if you do not have an essence tab, it's okay. First, I will show you how you use it on an essence tab, then I'll show you on normal tab. You want to make it public, and then each price individually, and then you right click it, and then choose exact price. Sorry, this is my mouse double clicking. Then right click it, exact price, and then you want to, whatever you're trying to get, you want to make it first, and then the number of essences. So for example, if I want to get if I want to sell those, let's say 70 chaos for 4 of the essences, this is the way I write it down. If you want to, let's say, uh, make it 1 divine for every 5 essences, this is how you write it down. Okay, and just remember that, as is anything in this game, the more you have, the higher price tag you can actually mark them, because people who are buying in bulk are trying to get as many as fast as possible. So it doesn't really matter if it's a bit higher price. They will just try to get a bunch of them, and it will save time. So in the end, they will save currency. That way you can, if like let's say here I have 81 of those, I could maybe make it 1 divine for 5 of those, and even though the price seems to be one divine for 6, right? Since I have so many of them, maybe I can sell them for. So this is something you have to work on yourself. Of course, the prices will always change throughout the league, but yeah, this is how you price them, and then you can sell them. But as I said, in the next video, you will see how to use every single, well, almost every single essences, and instead of selling them, actually applying them to gear, making way more profit that way with a simple instance craft on a basic item. Here's all the essences I got from running a single memory, so running all the 5 maps. Sometimes you will get more corrupted essence, sometimes you get less, but as you can see, it's pretty profitable, especially if you want to use them to craft some stuff. I would suggest skipping the wildwood, so the affliction mechanic, as it doesn't give you anything out of the essences. It just makes them way more tankier, so don't worry spending time there. Just run the essences, and then you can either kill the boss or just skip it. It's up to you. And for the maps, I would say any open layout is way better than closed layout, as you don't want to be searching for your essences. So one of my favorite map to run it, if you're running it with the Atlas, is Strand, as it's a single line and it's almost impossible to miss the essences. So this is something you can do. And then, yeah, make sure you have enough Remnant of Corruption. If you want, there's a sextant that gives more chances to get Remnant of Corruption from your essences, but if you do that, they are already corrupted, so you cannot use it yourself, so it's harder to get like corrupted essences and deafening essences that way. So make sure you test that out and see what comes up. For me personally, I prefer just buying the Remnant of Corruption on the trade website. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Tomorrow I will have the second part of the video, which will be about the essences themselves and how to craft for profit on every single one of them. Well, almost every single one of them. If this was helpful, consider subscribing to the channel, and as always, take care, guys.